Corey Soros here for Slap News pre-fight interview. Power Slap number 5 coming up October 25th. Ron, Wolverine Beta going up against Austin Turpin. I've got Ron here with me right now. We are going to get into it. Ron, how you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good, bud. Good to be back.
Awesome, my man. You're going to defend your title October 25th, going up against Austin Turpin. What a meteoric rise he has had. I'm sure. Has he already gotten to you? Have you had enough of the vocal and all the trash talking already?
No, I mean that ain't gonna play. It don't bother me none.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've already heard it from him, but no, it ain't gonna bother me any.
Awesome, my man. The experience that you bring in is second to none. The things that you've gone through. Can you pull from anything in your past experience wise that can help you prepare for someone like Austin Turpin?
Darius, honestly, I mean this power slap is making me feel like power slap number one. Darius wasn't trash talking me as bad, but he wasn't giving me credit. He thought he already had it won because he was 3-0 against me,
Mhm.
and yeah. So I mean, this one's making me feel like Power Slap one, honestly, and it's making me actually amped for it.
Gotcha. Do you feel like it's gotten disrespectful now? Some of the stuff that Austin's been saying. I know that you guys are just out there in Las Vegas doing the promo, and we've seen some of the stuff on the Power Slap thing with him calling you Rhonda. Is it getting to the point of being personal and disrespectful?
No, he ain't gonna be able to disrespect me none with no name calling. I mean, Rhonda, the bearded bitch, you know,
Mhm.
nothing like that's gonna bother me. Um, and I mean, there really ain't nothing he can attack home wise neither. I mean,
For sure. All good. I mean, training wise, you're still kind of doing the same thing. You said there were some similarities, there with Darius. Is there anything stylistic wise you think with Darius that might be the same with Austin?
um, no, uh, Austin definitely his own character. I mean,
Hmm.
well, I mean, as y'all have said in your videos and everything else, he brings a lot of energy
Hmm.
to the table and during the press conferences and interviews, and yeah, he's a different guy. So, but as far as is he like Darius? To answer your question, no.
Hmm. Both of you guys dropped down to light heavyweight, seemingly more your natural kind of weight class. Do you think you guys still carry the same power that you would if you had that excess weight? Because I mean, both of you guys kind of seem to be around the 220, 225. So it wasn't too much of a drop for you to kind of make that light heavyweight cap. Do you feel like or even with some of that extra weight that you still bring the same power, but bring a little bit more athleticism?
Yeah, I think I bring more speed than I do power. Obviously, I mean,
Mhm.
once somebody learns how to throw, 230, 240 pounds as compared to throwing 205 pounds, it's going to feel just a little bit less in power wise. But
Mhm.
where I've dropped in power, I've picked up in speed. So I think it'll still have the same impact on them.
Gotcha. Do you feel like there's anything in slap fighting that you haven't seen up to this point?
Uh, I mean, we haven't seen somebody that acts like Turpin. Honestly, I mean,
Mhm.
we had in Slap Fight Championship, you had White Simba. He started to play the villain role before he quit.
Mhm.
Uh, so, but other than that, no, I think it's pretty close to the same. I mean, you got the same energy levels from different people. You got different backgrounds, different training backgrounds. People, that have fought MMA, people that haven't fought. So, I mean, it's pretty the same.
Mhm. I mean, seeing, Power Slap put together this card, 4 title matches, having the first super heavyweight title match. Do you think this is bigger than Power Slap number 1 this time coming around for number 5?
Um, I think it's bigger for Power Slap, honestly. But as for a personal, nothing's gonna compare, obviously, to Power Slap one for me. One, getting the call to coach
Mhm.
and get to go against the other coach for the first ever power slap, especially as this sport starts to take off and has been taking off even more.
Mhm.
And no, nothing will compare to that first one. But this is a hell of a card to put together that they put together for this one. So this will be definitely a close second.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys both fought, Static. Seeing how Austin, took care of business. I mean, obviously you did the same. Um, when you seen that match happen at the last power slap, did you think Austin was next for you? And did you see anything in his game that surprised you against Static, being someone that you went up, against previously?
I mean, I'll speak honestly, I guess. I figured he was next because I knew that was a number one contender match.
Mhm.
I didn't like the way he won. I mean, you club somebody twice, and then the third hit was cleaner. Um, okay, I know the rules say three clubs and then you're out, or three
Mhm.
fouls. But
Mhm.
if you club somebody twice and then knock them out, you already did the damage. That ain't enough to sit there and taunt and celebrate. In my opinion, just take the win and go on.
Mhm.
Um, as far as if I learned anything from it, um, I learned that hell, a lot of his matches I went back and watched. Yeah, he's gonna need to take another step back from the table. If not, he's clubbing pretty much every time.
Mhm. Gotcha. So is that kind of on your mind at all? Or is that a worry whatsoever? Something you want to look at maybe bringing up with the athletic commission at the rule meeting before the event? Or
No, I ain't worried about it. I mean, I've been clubbed numerous times.
Mhm.
Only been put down one time, and I know there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, Austin's going to get a by knockout." Nobody, I have not seen nor felt nobody hit as hard as the bell, and the bell didn't knock me out.
Mhm.
He knocked me down, but so for anyone to think that he's going to win by knockout, it's not going to happen. It's going to come down to. I think it'll be a good match. Honestly, I want it to go all 5 rounds. I want to beat him all 5 rounds. I
Mhm.
want him to know that he got beat by Rondo or the bearded bitch. All 5 rounds on the scorecard. Um,
Yeah. So you think it's going 5? You think it's gonna go to the decision? You think, you guys
I
will have
want
a
it to go to
slugfest?
decision. I want it to.
Okay, okay.
If if I get knocked down, I'll get back up. I've proved
Mhm.
that, the one time I have been knocked down. If he gets knocked down, I'm sure he'll be fighting to get back up. If I can, I'll rush over there and help him get up. I mean, whatever it takes, I want it to go all 5 rounds. Um,
Awesome.
it's nothing against him. I just, I want to. This is power slash pushing Turpin pretty hard, and
Mhm.
this is my moment to show that that's my belt.
Absolutely. Um, saying that, that they're pushing them, um, I think is a fair statement. I think this is really, I think it's a matchup that Austin needs in his career, and I think it's going to reset, at the very top of the division. Whether he win, lose, or draw. I hope. Maybe I'm being, uh, maybe a bit too positive, but I hope at the end that the respect level, is there for both you guys. And we know it's going to be a war words going into it. We know there's a big part of Austin's game is playing that mind game kind of heading into it. And I think, someone of your character and nature, um, will be able to weather that storm. We've seen him get into the head of Alan Klingbeil, and Alan admitted that, Austin wore him down, over the weeks leading into the matchup. And so I think we've seen that happen before. I think you've been front and center for it and, coaching those guys along too and seeing them. You'll definitely know it's coming. When you get there in Vegas, are you gonna be doing the exact same thing as you always have? Or do you kinda
Oh yeah,
see
I
any
mean,
you already have any tricks up your sleeve for Austin this time around?
I do for the match itself. As for
Mhm,
before, no. I mean, I'm still laid back. I'm still respectful.
mhm,
I think anybody that gets up to that table deserves respect. I mean, it's
Mhm.
not. Um, I know a lot of people like the taunting and stuff, but I mean, I'm all about respect. I always
Mhm.
have been. Um, and I know even like AJ, AJ was somebody who liked to trash talk some of his opponents too. And, he even said he wasn't going to do that with me just because of who I am,
Mhm.
which I mean, I appreciated that, but, it's still like that's the way I believe this sport should be. It's made off of respect.
Mhm.
Leave it at the table and just be done with it.
Totally. If Austin's watching this interview, anything you wanna say to him?
No, I mean, hopefully he's training. I know he's training just as hard. I mean, he looked good for the photo shoot. It's gonna be a tough match. Just let's get through this, and the loser will buy the beer for the winner.
Awesome, my man. I know you said earlier before we got on that you watched our fight breakdown that we did on YouTube. Am I still in your good books, or what do you think?
Man, honestly, I actually like the honesty there. I mean, I think Turpin. I don't see him knocking me out early. I mean,
Mhm.
it's gonna take all 5 rounds. He's gonna have to beat me on the scorecard if he wants to win. And the past couple matches he's had clubs. He's not gonna beat me on the scorecard if he gets clubs. I mean, hell, even the announcer said I don't make mistakes. I mean,
Mhm.
I've not made one that I can think of. I think I made one my very first tournament back in Slap Fight Championship in 2018, 2019. That was the last mistake I've made at an event. So
Mhm.
I won't make a mistake for the scorecard. So he's gonna have to be 100% clean. Even if that means he has to pull back a little bit, he's gonna
Mhm.
have to beat me on the scorecard if he wants to win.
Yeah, I agree, man. One of the cleanest fighters for sure in slap fight history. Excited to see you back up there defending your title once again, collecting some paychecks. We know this one is going to be exciting. We're going to, that people aren't going to want to blink or miss this matchup because it's definitely going to be one for the ages. I appreciate you, man, joining me, giving me your time. Look forward to seeing you once again in Las Vegas. Safe travels, my man. And we're going
Thank
to
you,
see
bud.
you show up and show out come October 25th because the light heavyweight championship belt is on the line. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, bud.